cat has meowed 3 times.
3 times? The hedgehog whined once.
My spirit harper is calling. It's time. It's time.
We're going to throw this toad in first because it's been sitting under that rock for a whole month while it's been sweating its venom out.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble!
A slice of marshy snake will do just fine. In the cauldron next, a nude's eye, a frog's toe, fur from a bat, the tongue of a dog, a lizard's leg and his body, a limbless lizard, the wing of an owl. These items will make for a perfect charm in our powerful evil boiling potion. Just from hell!
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble! Here are some more ingredients. The scale of a dragon, a wolf's tooth, the mummy of a witch, the stomach and gullet of a shark, the finger of a prostitute's baby who was strangled after being born in a ditch. Make this potion thick and sticky. Let's add tiger's tail to the potion, to our cauldron as well. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble!
Let's cool the brew with the blood of a baboon, and the charm should be finished.
Well done, witches. I applaud you on your effort, and you will share your rewards. Now come dance around the cauldron like elves and fairies. A ring, you enchant every ingredient that you put into your potion.
Something wicked is coming this way. I can feel it within the tingling of my thumbs. Open the door for whoever is knocking.
What is this, you sneaky sorceress hags? What are you up to?
There's no way to describe the act.
I called you here because of the prophecy JJ tell. However, I know you can answer me. I want you to use your darkest powers. I don't care if you send violent winds against the churches or make foamy waves, destroy ships, beat down corn, or blow down trees. I don't care if you make castles fall down or make palaces and pyramids bend. I don't care if you mess up everything in nature. I want you to answer me of what I ask you.
Speak!
Demand!
We'll answer!
Would you rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters?
Call them, let me see them.
Pour in the blood of the pig that ate her 9 babies, and pour in the sweat of a murderer's gallows. Pour them into the flame.
Come high or low, and show yourself what you can do!
Tell me your unknown power.
He knows your thoughts. Listen to him speak, but do not say a word.
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife, let me go in.
Whatever you are, thank you for your advice. You have guessed my fear for sure, but one more word.
He will not be commanded by you. Here's another one, stronger than the first.
Okay, Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
If I had 3 years, I would listen with all of them.
Be violent, bold, and firm. Laugh to scorn for the power of other men, because no one that was born from a woman should ever harm Macbeth.
I have no reason to fear Macduff or kill him. I will double check just to make sure. I will guarantee my fate by killing Macduff. Therefore, I can ease my fear of someone finding out and start to be able to sleep my last night. What is this? What is this spear that looks like a king's son, but wears a crown on top of its small head?
Listen, but don't speak to it!
Be brave and proud like a lion. Do not even care what people think who hate you and conspire against you. No one shall ever beat Macbeth until great Birnam Wood marches to Dunsinane Hill to fight you.
That is never going to happen. Who can tell the forest what to do and make the trees pull their roots up out of the ground? Sweet omens. My killings will not ever come back to haunt me until the forest of Birnam gets up, and I will reign as king for the rest of my life on earth. But my heart still knows one thing. Tell me if your evil powers can see this far into the future. Will Banquo's descendants ever rule over this kingdom?
Don't look for any more
Information!
I will be satisfied. If you try to deny me this, then an eternal curse will fall on you. Let me know, why is that cauldron sinking, and what is this noise?
Show!
Show!
Show! Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come and depart like the shadows.
You look like the ghost of Banquo. Go away. Your crown is hurting my eyes, and your hair looks like the hair of the first king. The third is like the second king. Filthy hags, why are you showing me this? Let me know a fourth. My eyes. Will this line of kings stretch on forever? Another? A seventh? Don't let me see more. And now an eighth one. And now one is holding a mirror which shows many more men. Some are holding double balls and triple scepters. They are the kings of more than one country. What is a horrible sight? Now I see that everything is true. They are Banquo's descendants. Banquo is smiling at me and pointing at them.
Well, this is true, but why do you look dumbfounded? Come on now, sisters. We have to cheer him up by entertaining him. I will play the music in the air while you do your grotesque dance, and this will prove to him that we can entertain him. Let's go.
Where are they? Are they gone? Let this evil hour lay in the calendar as cursed. Hey you, outside, come in!
What do you want to be done?
Have you saw the Weird Sisters?
No, my king.
Have you saw them pass?
No, my king.
Time, that you forbid my dreadful plans. The plan is not fulfilled unless it is carried the second it is thought of. I will not act immediately as soon as I decide to do something. I'll start acting on my thoughts from now on. I will go into Macduff's castle and seize the town of Fife, and with my sword kill his wife and his children and anyone else who is unfortunate enough to stand in line of inheritance. No more acting like a fool. I will act on this thought before I lose my sense of purpose. But no more evil visions. Where are the messengers? Take me to where they are.
What did he do to leave and go to that land?
You need to have some patience, ma'am.
He did not have any patience. He was crazy to run away. Running away makes him look like a traitor, even if he wasn't.
You don't know if he left out of his own wisdom or fear.
Wisdom. He left his wife, children, house, and possessions in a place that he thought he needed to run away. He doesn't love us, and he did not show us any affection or security. Unlike a little wren bird who would fight an owl just for her young ones. He did not leave out of love. He left out of motivation, of fear. And he also didn't leave from wisdom because running away to England was so unreasonable.
My dear cousin, I pray you'll control yourself and calm down. But for your husband, he's noble, wise, and has good judgment, and he knows best what's required in society now. I won't talk about this any further during these cruel times when we're treated like traitors and don't even know why. When we start to believe all these rumors based off of things we don't even know yet, it's like being in the middle of the ocean and being pulled in all these different directions. I'm leaving you now, and it won't be long, but I'll be back again. And the worst thing right now is that we can only get better. So, my cousin, I'm putting my blessing on you.
But he has a father, yet he's fatherless.
I'm a fool, and I shall stay no longer. I don't want to embarrass myself by crying here in front of you. I have to go.
Young one, your father is dead. What are you going to do? How are you going to live?
I will live just like the birds do, Mother.
Eating worms and flies too?
I will live off what I get, just as they do.
Poor bird. You would be afraid of the traps they put on the trees for you.
Why should I be, Mother? If I'm just like one of those weak birds like you say I am, then no hunter will want me. I don't care what you say because I know that my father is not dead.
Yes, your father is dead. What are you going to do to have a father since yours is dead?
Maybe ask, what will you do for a husband?
What do you mean? I can buy myself at least 20 husbands from any market.
Then you would buy them just to betray them again.
You speak with much wisdom for a child.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Yes, he was.
What is a traitor?
A traitor is someone who takes an oath and breaks it.
Is everyone that lies and breaks an oath a traitor?
Everyone that lies and breaks an oath is a traitor, and they should all be hanged for it.
Do all traitors that lie and break an oath need to be hanged?
Yes, every one of them.
So who must hang them?
The honest men, of course.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, because there are enough of them to beat and hang the honest men in this world.
God help my poor son. What will you do without a father?
If he was dead, then you would be weeping for him. If you aren't, then that's a good sign that I will be getting a new father rather quickly.
Silly boy, the way you talk.
Bless you, fair lady. You don't know who I am, but I know that you are very important. I believe that you are in great danger. Please take a simple man's advice and do not be here when it comes. Go away and take your children. I am sorry for frightening you like this, but I would not want you to come to any harm. The danger is near. May heaven protect you. I will go and stay no longer.
Where am I supposed to go? I haven't done anything. But I have to remember that I am here on this earth, and actions are often praised, while good and decent actions are usually dangerous mistakes. Why do I get put in my own womanish defense if I am indeed innocent? What is this? Yeah.
Where's your husband?
I hope he's in a place where no one like you can ever find him.
He's a traitor!
You're lying, you hairy-eared villain!
What's that, kid? The son of a traitor!
Mother, you must go. He has killed me. Run away, I beg of you.
Let us seek a shady place so that we can have somewhere to cry our hearts out.
Instead, we should get our swords and protect our home. Each new day, widows howl, orphans cry, and new problems throw hands right back in the face of heaven until heaven feels the same anguish that Scotland does.
I am angry to say what I believe is wrong, yet I will believe whatever I know is true. I will do whatever I can when the time comes. What you said may be true, yet this tyrant whose very name leaves a bad taste in my mouth. He was once considered a good and honest man. You were his favorite at one point in time. He hasn't harmed you yet. Are you going to earn his trust by betraying me to Macbeth? To offer someone as weak as me to please a god like Macbeth?
I am not disloyal.
But Macbeth is. Even a good and moral nature might bow down to a royal order. But please excuse me. What I am afraid of can't make you evil. Even Lucifer fell, and he was one of the best angels in heaven, but that doesn't discredit the rest of them. All bad things want to appear good, but good things will always look good.
I have lost all of my hopes now.
Well, I have my doubts about you. You left your wife and children unprotected. The most precious bond of love wasn't enough. My suspicions weren't meant in a bad way against you, but my own protection is what I'm looking out for. No matter what I say or think, you can still be an honest man.
This country will bleed. The great tyrant is already building himself up. Good people are scared to stand up to you because they may be wrong. Since you confirmed enjoy everything you have and want to say goodbye to you, Lord Malcolm, I would not do evil things you say, even if Macbeth offered me his castle and all of his riches.
Don't be offended. I do not mean to say anything bad about you, but I do believe that Macbeth is sinking Scotland with his ruling. Each day something even worse happens to her, and I think that there might be people willing to fight for me. I have been promised thousands of troops from England. Even if I did win against Macbeth or had his head on the end of my sword, it would still bring more evil into this country than before. There will be even more suffering of several kinds after the ruling of Macbeth.
Who are you talking about?
It is me I am talking about. I know I have many wicked behaviors, and if anyone saw each of them, they would think Macbeth would be a very nice person. Scotland will compare him to a baby lamb compared to me and my evil ways.
The devil cannot even find someone who is evil as Macbeth.
I do believe that Macbeth is a murderer. He's violent, liar, deceitful, and is guilty of every sin that he has committed. But it does not end. No young woman, such as your wives, your daughters, and your maids, could not satisfy my lust and desire to overpower anyone who stood in my way. It is better for Macbeth to rule than me.
The ultimate greed of a man's nature is his downfall. Most kings fall from their throne because of it. Don't be afraid to take what is yours. You can hide possessions from the world and pretend that you do not have anything. There are enough willing women in this world for you not to go through so many that there are none left once they found that the king has once someone.
Besides being filled with lust and desire to overpower, I am a very greedy man. If I were king, I would take the land from my nobles, and I would steal jewels from one person and steal a house from another. The more stuff I have, the more greedier I would be. I would go as far as destroying my good and loyal men to get my hands on more wealth.
This hunger to have riches grows deeper than lust, which is the reason that you killed the king in the first place. Don't be afraid though. Scotland has plenty enough to fulfill your needs of being royalty. These bad qualities are bearable enough for your good side to consider.
I am afraid that I don't have any good qualities that a king would need. I don't have qualities such as justice, truth, moderation, stability, generosity, perseverance, mercy, humility, devotion, patience, courage, and I'm not brave. Instead, I am filled with many different evil qualities that are sinful. If I had the crown, I would destroy the earth and there would be no more world peace.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland.
If you think that I am qualified enough to be king, then please tell me, because I said everything to you about myself and I have not lied once.
Fit to be king? Definitely not. You're not even qualified enough to be alive. Our miserable nation is under horrible ruling. When will she ever find peace again? Although you have legal right to the throne, you are disgraceful and dishonorable toward the loyal family compared to the King Duncan, a true king. Your mother spent more time praying on her knees than standing, which shows how she lived, a life based around religion. Goodbye. All of your evil thoughts have made me leave Scotland. My heart burns because I have lost all hope.
Macbeth, this passionate outburst, which shows your integrity, has convinced me about you and made me realize that you hold the qualities of truth and honor. The evil Macbeth has tried many ways to manipulate and win me over to his will, and discernate keeps me from giving in to him. But even God can see that I will trust your guidance, and I take back the bad things I said about myself, because that's not really who I am. I am good. I am a virgin. I've never lied. I don't even like much of my own possessions, let alone anyone else's. I've never broken my promises. Even if I was on the devil's side, I wouldn't betray him. I value the truth just as much as I value life. The lies I told about myself were the first I'd ever spoken. My truth self is prepared to serve you and this poor country.
There are so many good stories and many bad stories being told, it's hard to understand them all.
We'll talk about it later. I pray that the king is coming.
Yes, sir. There's a crowd of sick people waiting for him to come and heal them. There's nothing else we can do for them because everything that we have tried so far hasn't worked. The only cure for them now is for the king to touch them. Every time he touches them, the sick people immediately begin to heal because he has the power given to him by heaven and God.
Thank you, doctor.
What was the disease he was talking about?
The disease is called the king's evil. During my stay in England, I have been able to witness the miracle of the king's touch multiple times. He's the only one that knows how he got the gift of healing. He cures all different kinds of sick people. People that are swollen everywhere, they have ulcers, they look super bad. Even people who are past saving with surgery can be healed by the king putting a gold coin on the back of their neck and saying holy prayers over them. People say that he gets his powers from his ancestors before him. He is marked as a grace man of God due to his healing abilities to see a prophecy, and many others as well.
Who is that?
It's my countryman, but I don't recognize him.
Welcome, my noble countrymen.
Ah, now I recognize him. God bless us and let us see each other as friends and no longer strangers.
Hello, sir.
Is Scotland the same as when I left?
Oh, the poor country. Almost afraid to know of it. It was once a place where we were born, but now is the land where we will all die. No one smiles here unless you're a fool, and there are only sighs and groans and shrieks heard in the air. No one seems to notice anymore, or violence can be the only emotion. Where people can no longer keep track of the victims of Macbeth, and good men die before their lights go out. Then they die before they even fall ill.
What you're telling us is so accurate, yet true.
What's new?
News is even an hour old, and it's still news. Something new happens every minute.
How's my wife?
She's doing well.
And what about my children?
They are also doing well.
Macbeth hasn't tried to attack them yet.
No, they were fine last time I left them.
Tell me what you're thinking. What's the news?
While I was on my way here with some bad news, I heard people talking about how there was rebellion and an army rising up to fight against Macbeth's army. And I didn't know if it was true or not until I saw Macbeth's army on the move. But you need to come back because Scotland needs you right now to inspire people to fight the rebellion. Even the women will fight just to get rid of Macbeth as ruler.
Be there to comfort them. I'm going back to Scotland, and England is sending Sigurd and 10,000 armies to England. There's no soldier in this whole Christian world that is stronger, more powerful, or wiser than Sigurd.
I wish that I could also give you good news since you just gave me good news, but I can't. I have something to tell you. It shouldn't be heard by anyone else, anywhere else, except for the desert.
What is all this news about? Who does it affect? One of us or all of us?
I will keep from sharing my sorrows, but the news only pertains to you, Macduff.
If I'm supposed to hear it, tell me now, quickly.
Well, your castle's been ambushed, and your wife and kids were brutally slaughtered. I can't even explain it to you, or you'd just die by hearing the terrible details. And then your body would just lie in the pile of the dead on the floor with them.
Merciful heavens! Dude, come on, man. Don't keep all your emotions inside. It will only break your heart. You have to talk about it.
You're saying they killed my kids too?
They killed your wife and your kids and your servants and really anyone who was around.
I had to be gone from them. So they even killed my wife?
Yes, that's what it said.
He must not have any children. You mean all of my beautiful children? Every one of them? Oh, that bird straight from hell. All of them. Every one of my children and my wife all at once?
Reject it like a man.
I will do that, but I also have to feel it, man. I can't help but remember all those things I loved. Did heaven see what happened to them and still do nothing about it? It was because of my own sins and wickedness. They were innocent. God be with them now.
Channel this sadness as anger and use it to help you fight. Give your feelings what they want and be vengeant.
I could cry like a woman talking about what I'd do to Macbeth, but heavens, don't make me wait that long to get my revenge. Put him right in front of me and let me use my sword on him. If he gets away, heaven forgive him too.
Now you're sounding like a man. Let's go see the king. Our defense is ready. All that's left to do is tell him goodbye. Macbeth is ready to be defeated. God is on our side through this. Be happy as you can be. A new day is coming.